Hey there, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Give it maybe another minute. But you guys, just so you know, have the option to do Q&A. You should have the box, I believe, on the right-hand side to ask any questions. And I might not be able to see them till the end, but please feel free to use that Q&A box. So, all right. I am going to go ahead and get started. And put in my headphones so I'm not distracted here. So tonight, I'm going to be sharing some awesome ways to use essential oils for back to school. And this one really hits home with me because my daughter is heading to school within the next few days. And I am so excited for her. She asks me every day, Mommy, do I get to go to school today? And no, Harley, you got a couple more days. But this really hits home because I know she's going to be exposed to a lot more things and people than she normally is exposed to. And so this was a good refresher for me to remember the type of protocol that I like to use to help teach her and teach her how to take care of herself, but also for us to have a better way to take care of our family. So who am I? My name is Anna. I'm a wife, a mother of two. We have Harley, she's 2.5, and Declan, he's 15 months. I am a CrossFitter for the last 3.5 years. I have been eating mostly paleo, and my sister's a chiropractor, and her and my mom have been using essential oils with us for years and years. So all of this really added up to me taking a more holistic, natural approach to my health and self-care. So when I was invited to an essential oils class, I went. I'm like, yeah, what really more can I do with them than what I already do? I've used like tea tree oil and maybe lavender every once in a while. Well, I went and I was completely blown away by not only just like the simple daily uses of essential oils, but also the therapeutic benefits of these essential oils. I just could not believe the uses that were available for them. So I have been able to use them on my family now for, gosh, just over 1.5 years about. And kind of my moment was when my daughter, who was just, I don't know, when she first started teething, however old that is, she was just this like snotty mess and just needed that extra respiratory support and just that extra calming support, not only for her, but for my husband and myself, right? Because we were all just exhausted. So I was able to use essential oils to give her that respiratory support she needed, but also help us all get that calming sleep that we really needed. And at that point, I was just pretty blown away. I was really excited to start sharing these oils with everyone. And I knew that this class would really relate to how I've been using oils and kind of take it to that next level as my children are getting older. So what are essential oils? Essential oils are naturally occurring volatile compounds that are found in the seeds and the bark and the stems, the roots, flowers, and other parts of the plants. So like, you know, when you're peeling an orange and you get that automatic, like aromatic whiff of orange, that's what it is. So the citrus oils are cold pressed. So you're going to be getting the essential oil out of the peels of citrus oils. So it's really interesting. It's essential oils are basically the part of the plant that's protecting that plant from environmental threats. So you're getting all the best parts of that plant in your essential oil. And then why doTERRA? So there is a major doTERRA difference, and that has to do with the grade of essential oils. So you can kind of see over here, you have your synthetic grade, And that's mostly what we deal with in the essential oil world. That is where we have what we have in our lotions and shampoos and things of that nature that you can go buy at your drugstore. And then you have food grade essential oils, which are what you would find in like your what would we find them in? The like salad dressings and yogurts, things of that nature. Then you have your therapeutic essential oils, and that is where you would be going to your massage therapist and maybe getting massage, starting to learn the basic therapeutic properties of essential oils. But then what doTERRA has done is gone above and beyond to show us that their oils are the safest, the purest, and the most effective form of essential oils by creating this grade called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And what that means to us is that it goes through 3 different rounds of testing after distillation, upon receiving at the production facility, and then upon bottling. And it goes through 7 different tests for purity, potency, and consistency. And that's done by a third party. So to me, that was super important to know that what you're getting is what's on that bottle. You're not getting a synthetic form of it. You're not getting a diluted form of it. And we have something that is completely pure, free of any pesticides or contaminants. And what's on that bottle is what you're getting. So you can safely use them. So why doTERRA essential oils? Continued. So co-impact sourcing. This is where the heart of doTERRA comes in, right? So their essential oils are sourced all over the world. And what co-impact sourcing does, it ensures that plants are grown in an environment that maximizes those essential oils potential. And you can kind of see that with all of these places, about 2/3 of the places where their oils are grown are considered developing countries. So what this does, it provides jobs and opportunity where there was previously no jobs and opportunity. So for example, their vetiver from Haiti and their cardamom from Guatemala, they're able to go in these places that don't have a strong local economy and are able to provide jobs and a consistent income to these farmers, and their children are able to go to school, and they're able to bring in schools or bring in water. There was the farmers in Haiti were walking 2 to 3 hours a day just to get water, so they were able to bring in water to Haiti, which is pretty incredible. So you can find more information on this on YouTube if you're so interested, or I'd be happy to send you some. If you search doTERRA co-impact sourcing, there are a ton of videos on here, and it really goes into the heart of doTERRA. So there's several different ways to use these oils. You can use them aromatically by diffusing, and diffusing helps with mood management and it cleanses the air. Topically, on location, if you have like a certain agitation or irritation on your skin or any dark spots that you want to help, you can use topically. And with children, you just want to make sure that you're diluting about 1 drop per teaspoon to tablespoon of carrier oil. Typically what I like to use is coconut oil or fractionated coconut oil, which just means always liquid coconut oil. Then you can also use them internally. So what I've kind of broken this down into are 3 requirements for back to school success. We have our healthy immune system, restful sleep, and mental clarity and focus. And then you also have doTERRA's lifestyle pyramid here, which I kind of wanted to just mention for a second. So at the bottom, we have eating right. And I can personally speak from experience, if we're not eating right, but we're exercising, we're not going to get the results that we want, right? And this is proven time and time again through our paleo challenges at our gym, where they really encourage us to eat right for, they usually do a 30 or 40-day challenge. And then at the end of that, where you're really not changing how you're exercising, but you're changing how you're eating. And it makes a world of a difference. And then not only changing how you're eating, but it's also changing how you're resting and you're managing your stress. It encourages, this challenge that they do encourages you to sleep. It encourages you to even take a nap. Of course, like me with 2 kids, you can't necessarily do that all the time, but in this challenge, you get more points for the longer you sleep, which is not something we typically think about, right? So then on top of that, you have reducing your toxic load, and then in your informed self-care, and then at the top, your proactive medical care. So I want you guys to think about this for just a second. Why are we even looking at this? Why are we even wanting to create that healthier immune system? So the CDC tells us that due to the common cold, 22 million school days are missed. 40% of children ages 5 to 17 missed 3 or more school days in the past year because of illness or injury. Nearly 22 million school days are lost each year due to colds alone, and 38 million school days are lost each year to the influenza virus. What would that mean to you if you didn't get sick and had to miss work or miss your meeting, or if your kids didn't get sick and had to miss their test or their soccer practice or their piano lessons or whatever it may be? What would that mean to you to just have like a healthy, functioning family and to really just prevent any of these illnesses before they really begin? So what are you doing to keep your child's and yourself, your immune systems boosted? Are your vitamins doing what they need them to be doing? And what are you reaching for if you or your child starts getting sick? And what I really want to teach you guys is the empowerment that comes from knowing when something does occur that you have your tools to support your body and also your baby's body. And these are my babies. So now we get into the fun part. This is just a little slide that talks about a backpack makeover. So I can post this in the group afterwards, but it gives you some fun recipes for cleansing hand gel using On Guard and aloe and different oils for staying focused, and just some different fun recipes to pack in your lunchbox. So our morning is where we start with our healthy immune system. And Declan's smoothie, so this is my son, and he really doesn't do milk very well. So what I've done is I've found a fun smoothie that he chugs basically every morning. He loves this. I do about a cup of water, and if you're like me, I like mine with almond milk or coconut milk. I do about a tablespoon of peanut or almond butter, a quarter serving of doTERRA's Terra Greens. This is for him. For me, I'll do a full serving. About a half a frozen banana and a few frozen mango chunks or frozen blueberries, and then this IQ Mega, which is like your fish oil, right? And then we have our A to Z chewables, and Declan still only has 4 teeth, but he's able to chew them. He loves them. They ask for them. Harley asks, I don't even know how she says vitamins, but it's the cutest thing. And she asks for them every morning. So I know that these are doing right by their body, and I know that they love them, and it just helps knowing that I'm getting some extra greens in their body with those Terra Greens and some of the nutrition that they need with these vitamins, because kids are picky, and it helps to have this little extra support every once in a while. So while we're talking about immune support, I really can't go on without talking about On Guard. So On Guard is doTERRA's protective blend, and this is the oil that is a real immunity booster. And what we do, let me take these out. Diffuse these daily in our home, or you could even diffuse it in the classroom to help boost your mood, cleanse the air, support immune function. This oil smells kind of like Christmas time. It's got like cinnamon, clove, wild orange, lemon. It's such a beautiful blend, and it is really delicious to diffuse. So it really does boost your mood, cleanse the air, and also provides immune support. And what I do with my kids is I dilute about 1 drop per teaspoon to tablespoon for children, and apply it on the bottoms of her feet. So in here, I'll do like 2 to 5 drops in this 10 ml roller bottle, and top it with fractionated coconut oil, or I'll buy the doTERRA Touch On Guard, which is actually pre-diluted to be able to use with everyone in your family, so it just makes it a little bit easier. And I just roll this down their feet, maybe even up and down their spine, put their socks on or shoes on, and send them off, or take them with me. as I'm off to the gym or whatever we're doing for the day. For you, for mama, a friend of mine actually introduced me to this little recipe that she likes to do. She uses a throat spray. So she'll do about 10 drops of On Guard in a 4-ounce spray bottle, top it with water, and she'll use it daily as a throat spray, or maybe even as like a breath fresher, if you one that likes to use breath mints. That's another awesome option. You could also fill a mason jar with some water and maybe like 15 drops of On Guard and use that as a mouthwash, or gargle it when you're starting to get that, tickly, scratchy throat, which is never fun, right? We know what that leads to. And then you can even swallow it. So with On Guard, it's one that you can take internally. So typically what I do if I start to get that scratchy throat is I will do that. I'll gargle and then swallow it. And then if you're like me and picky about your toothpaste, or just like awesome toothpaste in general, the On Guard toothpaste will make your life more amazing. And their laundry detergent's pretty great too, the On Guard laundry detergent. I use it for all of our extra stinky CrossFit laundry. And then this blend here is really awesome. So this is for like mucho immune support. So for adults, I would do 12 drops On Guard lemon, Manuka, oregano, and then I add frankincense. And then for kids, I would do about 2 drops of each and eliminate oregano. And then you can rub that on the bottom of your feet. I like to do it on my lymph nodes when you're really needing that extra immune support, and on kids up and down their spine. So Breathe is doTERRA's respiratory blend, and this is one of the first oils that I completely fell in love with. So it was when I was pregnant, and my lungs were like completely smushed, it felt like, and I just needed that extra space to breathe. So when I used this, it just helped open up my airways and helped me give that extra deepness of breath, which really was huge for me when you feel like you're kind of suffocating in your own body. So Breathe, this is the Breathe Touch Roller, which I had mentioned with On Guard, where it comes pre-diluted in a roll-on. And I like to use this one on the kids, just super easy. I can chase them around and make sure I get it on their chest. At bedtime, sometimes I'll roll it on the bottom of their feet. At bedtime, we like to diffuse it with lavender, and that creates that sense of calm at bedtime. And on yourself, one of my favorite ways to use this is apply on my chest or even right under my nose before a workout to really open up your airways. DigestZen. So this is one that you will be really excited to have when you really need it. So I tell the story about my daughter when, oopsies. Before, let's see, my thing went away because I got a notification. Sorry, of course. Now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I tell the story about my daughter before she could even talk, but she was obsessed with bananas. And this girl would eat, or still will eat, like 10 bananas a day if I let her. And she was just completely not having it. She was not excited about life, throwing temper tantrums, and I had no idea what was going on, so I tried to give her a banana because that in our house stops all the complaining. And it didn't stop it at that time. So I was like, oh man, something must be wrong. So I brought her to my room where the oils were and rubbed a little bit of DigestZen with some coconut oil on my hand and rubbed it over her stomach, on the bottoms of her feet. And as I was still rubbing her stomach, she let out a large fart and ran off and ate her banana. So this is just one example of how we've used DigestZen in our house and how amazing it is to have this as a tool in your household. My son, I would keep this next to the dining room or the changing table, And every diaper change, I'd rub this on his stomach. He was one of those ones that needed a little extra gastrointestinal support. So yeah, this is definitely a good one to have on hand. And then our last, well, not last, this is our second topic, is restful sleep. So there's a bunch of different oils for helping with rest. And three of my favorite ones are lavender serenity, which is the calming blend. It's like a beautiful lavender vanilla mix of oils, and vetiver, which is more of like a grassier, my husband loves it, so more of like a manly smell. So what we like to do is apply lavender at bedtimes. I love my touch roller where I can just rub it on the bottoms of the kids' feet. Serenity, I'll diffuse with either lavender or serenity. I'll diffuse with breathe at night. But I also have some friends who love making a sleep spray, which is just a few drops of your oil of choice and water, and spray on your pillow, spray on your sheets, just spray in the air around you. And people have told me that it's become such an awesome bonding experience with their children to be able to use this at night, and just gives them that fun little before bedtime routine. You could also add it in some Epsom salts in a bath. You never just want to apply it directly in the bathtub. You always want to add to some salts, and so it dilutes in with the bath water. Or you can apply it topically with massage and dilute with some coconut oil to the bottoms of the feet. And then we have mental clarity and focus. So peppermint and wild orange are such an awesome way to stay focused and to invigorate. This is a good one like when you're trying to take a test or you're trying to teach in like after lunch or something. This would be a good one to diffuse in the classroom, or even during homework time, or even applied topically. And it's also super easy to put this mix in a roller bottle and use it like on the back of your neck, behind your ears, or with the kids. So this is a good good little blend here. And I just put in a picture of my diffuser with some oils I was diffusing today. Just that smelled good and helped cleanse the air. Just a fun blend. So Intune's actually 10% off this month, and it has a beautiful blend of oils, and it is doTERRA's Focus Blend. So how I love to use this is before, I think I have it right here actually. I love it. I love to put it on my chest, even the back of my neck, and I like to use it before I start work or before I do something that needs a lot of concentration. Really enhances and sustains that sense of focus. Great to use at work to stay on task or when feeling tired. So lots of good ways to use it in here, and some good suggestions on how to use it. Balance. So I put this one in here kind of like out of selfishness because Balance is my grounding blend for sure. This is the blend I use when I am wanting to hide from the kids, or they're driving me a little nuts. So I know that it works wonders for me. So I love to use it on the kids. I'll use it on the kids as like a perfume, where it is more of like a woodsy smell, kind of fresh with that spruce and the frankincense. It's really amazing. And I'll just put it a drop or two on my hands and rub it into the top of their heads. And every time I pick them up, that's what I smell. And this is I love this suggestion here. Add to your wrists or your neck to help ease anxious feelings. It's definitely the main way that I use it. Grapefruit. So grapefruit's another fun one that helps increase concentration. You can also, it's not really related to school, but add a drop or two to your water to support healthy metabolism. So I love to add it to sparkling water. It gives it that extra flavor, and also I know that it's supporting my metabolism while I'm doing it, or um, adding to a teenager's nightly facial routine to improve the appearance of blemishes. And then always make sure that if you're using a citrus oil, to avoid sun exposure after doing so. If you're like me and you've ever used lemon in your hair growing up in Florida, you know that a citrus oil can have an effect on either your skin or your hair when you go out in the sun. And it's also really a good one for cleaning. So my go-to cleaner is just half white vinegar, half water, and then add in whatever oil I'm feeling. So grapefruit, lemon, wild orange, On Guard, and makes a good all-purpose cleaner. Past tense. So past tense is a wonderful one that actually my husband and I both love. I could order one every month and we'd probably still run out of it. And this is a really minty, really one that like seeps into your skin and really gets where you need it to get. So it's doTERRA's Tension Blend, and this one is wonderful for any head tension, neck tension. I like to use it while I'm traveling with 2 kids in the car, where you just need that extra like sanity and tension support. So your temples, my neck, I like to do it on the back of my neck and the top of my shoulders. And yeah, and the tip down here is how it relates to school. Apply topically before an important meeting or a test to help calm those emotions. So it really does help ease that tension. So now how do you begin? And most people begin with a starter kit. And this is just a picture of doTERRA's Natural Solutions kit. It comes with my favorite diffuser and vitamins and tons of good stuff in here. So most people start with a starter kit. There's a couple different options. A starter kit will include your wholesale membership. And what that means is you get 25% off off the retail prices for the entire year. After a year, if you choose to renew it, you would pay $25 and they'd send you a free bottle of peppermint oil. So it's really like $4 a year to keep your 25% discount. But with that wholesale membership, you'd get a 30-minute one-on-one welcome call. You'd get support via our essential oils Facebook groups. You get an awesome hippie guidebook with tons of recipes on healthcare, self-care, home recipes for cleaning, and recipes to use with your children. You get lifetime access to a guided detox, and you also get a discount on retail prices. And this month, if you get the Home Essentials kit, you receive an extra lemon, lavender, and peppermint for free, which these I use. These are probably the 3 most common ones I run out of, in addition to Breathe. So I'm always ordering these, so it's great that this month I was able to get some free ones. The Loyalty Rewards program is another awesome perk of the wholesale membership. And what this program does is it allows you to get oils and other products for free every month, and even at a greater discount. So once we get you enrolled, I will book a welcome call with you to do a membership overview, and I'll actually help you set this up. So to kind of start closing out here, so there's typically 3 different pathways that people take in doTERRA. You have the living pathway, which is people who are loving their essential oils. They're starting to try the different products, just generally living that toxin-free lifestyle. Then you have people that start sharing doTERRA, where they're loving their oils so much they just start naturally talking to people about them. And those people are wanting to purchase oils, so they start getting maybe their monthly order paid for and earning some additional income. And then you have people like myself who the sharing turns into building a business with doTERRA, where maybe those people aren't feeling totally challenged in what they're doing in their current business, or maybe it's just not right where their heart is. And for me, that's exactly what happened. My heart was totally leading me down a different path, and I was able to pursue this vision of what I had in my mind of what I wanted to do with doTERRA. So if that's you, I would love to set a time to have a call with you after this class. And if you're interested in hosting a class, I have some fun gifts. And just for hosting, we get a 3-pack intro kit of oils of lemon, lavender, and peppermint. So feel free to reach out to me and ask me about available dates. So I just, again, want to say thank you so much. You can find me on Instagram at Anna Evelyn B, or on Facebook, Easton Up. And I also have a really awesome Facebook group. I would love for you to join. You can go ahead and message me or comment in the Google webinar event and let me know that you would like to be added. It's a secret group, so you're not going to be able to find it, but if you message me, I can definitely get you in there. And we talk about different ways to use essential oils, therapeutic uses, fun uses, just daily uses of how I use them on myself, and my children, and out and about in the community. So thank you guys so much for listening in, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'm going to pop over. All right, I'm not seeing any questions, so I hope everyone has an awesome evening. Talk to you soon.